That's not how the Force works.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rebel Rewind. My name's Christopher, that's Eric over there on that side. How's it going, Eric?
I'm doing awesome. Awesome for a Tuesday night. How you doing, Christopher?
Doing good. It's nice to come home and relax and chat some Star Wars. You don't have to prep anything for the any series that we have to watch right now. You know, we're just chilling and talking rumors and news and stuff like that. So I'm digging the new look there, man. You're looking a little like Din Djarin here.
A little standalone.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Like,
yeah, you know, because I need to get rid of this thing here. That's hilarious. Yeah, you know, sometimes just kind of change up the look from time to time.
Right?
Nice catch, Chris.
Looking like Din Djarin. So what's new with you, man? What have you been up to? Anything new with you as far as your Star Wars channel goes? Anything like that? Anything new?
No, nothing new. Nothing. I haven't done any toy hunts or any reviews lately. So just kind of right now, I'm just trying
to grinding away. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Doing the weekly, but I need to get back at doing some more reviews, and I don't know, maybe later on see if I can get a lightsaber sent my way.
Yeah,
I can do a review of a lightsaber or something like that. We'll try to do something.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Yeah, and yourself, Chris?
No, not too much. I mean, picked up a couple Funko Pops this past week. Some three of them from the Acolyte series. So yeah,
sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk some of the articles we got, because we got some news about Skeleton Crew, because last week we weren't sure what was going on because people at Lucasfilm were kind of not impressed by what they saw, but now we got some images, some on-set images of the actual show, and we got an actual release date, which is cool. So we'll jump into that in a moment. And then we got news on the Lando series, which is cool. I don't know about you, but when they announced the Lando series, I was thinking it could be something that's pretty cool. They could get Billy D. Williams in there and have him like start telling the story, and then you go back to young Lando actually playing out the action role and stuff like that, right? So
yeah, that would have been cool. We'll see what, you know. We got two stories today speaking about that, and could be some conflicting information, but we're still going to go with those stories.
Yeah.
And before I go on to the stories, just wanted to share with everybody. There's buy one get one free at GameStop, Funko Pops helmets. So check out their website if you can go stop by one of the stores. They have some crazy deals going on right now. So
nice. Yeah, down in the States, anyways. Up here, we don't have that. Yeah, no, I saw there was a post about one of the Funko Pops was like under $1 or something, or just over $1,
39 cents or something like that.
It's like crazy. What the heck?
And I think there was still that one was a buy one get one free. So just imagine that.
That's crazy, right? But let's jump into our first article here.
All right, let's go.
So we have from StarWarsNewsNet.com. I saw this article here about the Skeleton Crew, because we got the announcement. I guess it was late last week that Skeleton Crew has a release date, and there's some new images, and you did a video on your own channel there talking about it and stuff, which is cool. So if you want to check that out, head over to Eric's channel, Sire Speed Reviews, and check that video out if you want to check that out as well. And as always, we do have all the links in the description below for you guys to read for yourself. But yeah, this one goes on to say that Lucasfilm has just confirmed via People magazine that the upcoming live-action Star Wars series Skeleton Crew is coming out on December 3rd, which I think like from what I've seen in like different chats and stuff, that's a Sunday, is it not?
The 3rd of December. Oh, that's a really good question. I
I
thought
saw
it was
people.
like Tuesday. I could be.
Oh, it is a Tuesday. You know what? It is a Tuesday because I saw somebody talking that it was like a Sunday, and I was like, no, that doesn't seem right. Why would
Yeah,
it come out on
it's
a Sunday?
Tuesday. So it's gonna be
It
one
is
of
a
those
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a Tuesday. No, I saw somebody comment that it was like a Sunday. I was like, why would it come out on a Sunday? That's weird. But no, it's not. It's a Tuesday. So
Yeah.
December 3rd, Tuesday,
So we gotta
December
get
3rd
those.
is when it starts.
Go back to those early
Yeah.
shows. It's like 8 o'clock or
Yeah.
something. PM.
I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, they People Magazine had some images from the series, so we'll scroll down and take a look at that. And the official synopsis for the show, it says Star Wars Skeleton Crew tells the story of 4 kids who find themselves lost in the vastness of the galaxy, trying to find their way home. So Jude Law stars in the series as Jod Nawood, confirming the character's full name after a partial reveal from a Lego set earlier this year. The actor describes the series as joyful and full of references to the original films and current series. Pirate character Vane from The Mandalorian was briefly shown in footage at Celebration. The cast also includes child actors Ravi Kabot, Connors, I guess is how you pronounce his name or their name, as Wim, as the character Wim. Karina Crater as KB, Robert Timothy Smith as Neil, and Ryan Kiera Armstrong as Fern. So the reveal features images from the series, including the first look at the alien character Neil in full CGI getup, which I think that looks absolutely awesome.
Adorable.
Because that's the same species as Max Rebo, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's adorable. And you got the first glimpse of Jude Law and the other 3 child actors as well. But we got some other images as well, and also some more from Jude Law. So Jude Law is in high praise of his young co-stars, calling them great fun and incredibly professional. The series has a strong theme of overcoming fears and working together, with the characters in a state of constant state of confusion and jeopardy. In their adventure, showrunner John Watts talks about the bond that Law had with the kids, becoming a mentor figure to the young actors as much as his character is to the characters in the series. So that's very cool. He took on that mentor role and kind of taught these young actors a few tricks of the trade, it sounds like. And there's another image there where they're on a speeder. It kind of reminds me of like the motorcycles with the sidecar, but like I'm taking a closer look at this image now, and the side part, it just looks like they took a like one of those walkers that the old people you see with the old grannies walking down the street with. They took that and like twisted
Hey, that could very well be.
It could be. That's what it kind of looks like to me. But I like the look of it. I like the style. Yeah.
Yeah.
A big element in the series is the hover bikes, a classic element of Star Wars since the Force chase in Return of the Jedi. This was a highlight for actors as well. The bikes were a practical build set up on rails that could move back and forth with the actors on them. This was very immersive, but sometimes a little distracting for the actors. Showrunner John Watts spoke on how the kids reacted. In reality, it looks completely insane for the kids. The main direction was stop smiling because they were having so much fun. So it sounds like they had a great time filming this, and hopefully it comes across in the series too that they enjoyed it, and that professionalism that Jude Law talks about as well. So there's another image with the 4 children and then the droid there as well, which we learned about the new droid. His name is SM-33, voiced by Nick Frost. Which Nick Frost? Who is Nick Frost? That name sounds familiar. Do you know who Nick Frost is?
Yes.
Comedian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a comedian. He's from all those he's close to got the guy's British actor. There you see one, you see the other, like almost in all those movies. I forgot the movie that they were
Oh, he's an
on.
English actor. Okay, yeah, he's an English actor.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, Shaun of the
he's
Dead.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Shaun of the Dead.
he's
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. Simon Pegg.
And Hot
yeah,
Fuzz.
okay. Yeah, Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's why the name sounded familiar.
Yeah, that guy's.
So that's cool. That's cool that he's stepping into the world of Star Wars as well. So the article goes on, says he's a rusty old cranky droid that sort of reluctantly helps the kids along the way. The other thing about him is that he's the first mate of a mysterious ship. So
Check this out. If you check out their handlebars, you see those little
I'm looking
tassels
at
on
that.
it?
Yeah, tassels. Yeah, and the
That's
banana
so
seat and
70s,
stuff.
80s with the banana seat.
Right?
And love that.
I don't know.
Man.
What do you think?
They're,
You
they're
think he's
going
gonna
for
get
that
some...
Goonies look, you know that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Goonies, the Stranger Things vibe.
Yeah, I'm digging this.
I don't know.
This is fun.
I like it, but I could see that a lot of people are gonna a lot of people who have complained about other series in the past, they're gonna complain about that because a lot of people complained about the speeder bikes in the Book of Boba Fett, how they looked and how it wasn't Star Wars, but they're adding this new style to Star Wars. So like they're not bringing in something like it doesn't mean it's it doesn't mean that it's not Star Wars. They're just bringing in new ideas, right? So just because they haven't done it before doesn't mean they can't do it, right? So I like this. So it looks cool. I like the tassels. Yeah, like I said, the banana seat there on the one. They got like the little basket at the back, right? So
yeah, very cool.
The alien though almost looks practical, like the mask, like the face almost looks practical there, like a practical, like a mask almost. So
Yeah,
we'll have to wait and see.
Looks totally different than Max Rebo, because Max Rebo, I don't know, it looks like he's having a hard time getting around, but he doesn't.
Yeah. So it says while the series is classically Star Wars, the showrunners have high hopes that it will draw in a new generation of younger fans. Watts says. You don't have to know everything about Star Wars to enjoy the show. You can come into it completely fresh and enjoy the story. But if you do happen to be a Star Wars super fan, there's a lot for you. Skeleton Crew hails from showrunner John Watts and creator Christopher Ford. Episodic directors include Watts, Bryce Dallas Howard, who has directed a bunch of stuff in multiple
really
series now.
Like her.
Yeah, Lee Isaac Chung, David Lowery, the Daniels, Daniel Kwan, and Daniel Scheinert, and Jake Schreier. So some big names there directing, especially Bryce Dallas Howard. What do you think of this? Like, what do you think of the series overall? Because
I'm hyped for this. I like the vision of this whole thing. This is really fun. I love the whole thing to bring it back to the kids, for the kids to enjoy. And I think that story we were talking about last time was talking about what's it called, identity politics or something like that.
Yeah.
I think what's going on is that Disney wanted more. They wanted them to really push it, but I'm not sure if the directors were like holding back or keeping this stuff at bay, which is good, I think, for the show. If they're going to keep keep the politics out of this, let this be a show for kids, and it looks like this is what it's going to be like, and hopefully this turns out to be what that is.
Yeah, I think so.
Very minimal
politics
stuff. Keep it for fun for kids, and
and that's the thing. Like George always said, like Star Wars was always a series for kids, right? And I think a lot of the older fans, when they grow up, they kind of forget that, and then they expect to have that same reaction to something, like that same reaction when they were a child, right? But it's different. They grew up, they matured, and their tastes have changed, so they kind of forget that the series is still it's mainly for kids, right? Like, but us as adults can enjoy it as well. But a lot of people just kind of nitpick and kind of look for things that are aren't up to their standards. So I think it'll probably get some criticism, in my opinion, but I think I'm going to enjoy it. It looks really awesome.
Yeah,
But
I kind of wanted.
Rolando,
Hey, what's up, Orlando?
Rolando says sup, says Sire
Oh,
Speed Reviews, and then Patrick's in the house, says hello there. Hey
Patrick.
Patrick.
I kind of want to touch on something. Maybe I'm
Yeah, absolutely.
her Star Trek goggles or her glasses.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard much people talk about it, but I think that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's for maybe she's kind of blind and maybe those glasses help.
Yeah, but they do look like Geordie LaForge, right?
Yeah, that same style with the little. It looks like little vents or something, or
yeah.
But I like it. I mean, this is I'm ready for this. This looks fun.
It looks cool, and the droid looks pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. Yeah. I like that. I'm excited for it. Hopefully it doesn't get backlash because in the past, like Jake Lloyd got a lot of negativity thrown his way, and like you just got to remember these are kids who are acting. If you don't like something, you don't have to be so harsh, right?
Yeah.
So
I just hope we keep it.
Yeah,
keep it.
Malekith
keep the criticism
says,
down.
Right? Malekith says, "I am the best Marvel villain." Well, I will take your word for it.
What's up, Malekith? All right, on to my first story of the evening. We're talking about here the Solo Star Wars movie. All right, so this story and Christopher's story, we're going to leave it for you guys to decide, or with time to decide what's going to happen here. So Justin Simeon says that Solo, a Star Wars story spin-off series Lando, will not be happening. Collider published remarks Friday from Simeon indicating that Lando is dead. It was pretty developed. He says there was a Bible, there was concept art, there was a script, but it just wasn't meant to be. He added that he grieved for the project. He says, for me, it has to be done pretty straight on, like I'm in grief. I do not feel good. I have to let myself feel these things. He says, there's so much that I experience and that I get to keep forever and take on to the next project. But I can't obviously take the storyline or the IP and the characters. But there's so much more that I got as a maker, and that's mine. Sorry, it's too late. You can't take that part back. Why Lando fell through the cracks at Disney is still unclear, but Simeon has plenty on his plate. So according to this story, it looks like Simeon is saying that the story is that they're no longer continuing on with Lando and it fell through the cracks. And if that's the case, then that's clearly not good. But at the same time, we may have another story along that may clear this up a little bit.
Yeah, or just adds a little bit of more confusion, if that too. So
no, but
it seems weird, right? Like, because we never did get an official announcement saying that it's being put on hold or canceled or anything. Like when they said Rogue Squadron, or what is it? Rogue Squadron, the movie or whatever, the Patty Jenkins movie. They actually came out and said, we're not doing that right now because Patty's too busy, so that went on the back burner. And then they came back and said, okay, we're going to do this now. I think they did another one like that, like the Rangers of the Old Republic. They actually went and canceled that, right? So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Interesting, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because this came from, the director, right? So
it was written by
who knows?
So it was written. Yeah. It was written by the two brothers, Lando,
Donald and his brother. Yeah,
Donald
Glover and his brother. Yeah. Yeah.
So
who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But it's funny because you found this article, and then I found a different article on a different site, comingsoon.net, which says just the opposite. So it says no, Donald Glover's Lando Star Wars project wasn't canceled, and the they were both posted on August 2nd, 2024. So confusion has surfaced online. It definitely has surrounding Donald Glover's upcoming Lando movie, which was originally announced to be a Disney Plus series before being retooled into a film last year. Confusion stems from some poor agreeing a new interview with Simeon talking about the Scrap series. However, Simeon hasn't been involved in the upcoming Lando project for well over a year at this point, and was simply talking about the iteration that was already known to not be moving forward. So it was pretty developed. Simeon told Collider of the project. There was a Bible, there was a concept art, which Eric, you just mentioned in that last article. However, again, this isn't anything new. It was revealed in June of 2023 that Simeon was off the Lando series, with Donald Glover and his brother, Stephen Glover, taking over creative duties and writing the project. It was then announced September 2023 that it would be a movie rather than a series, which is still cool. Glover gave an update on Lando earlier this year, saying that he was glad to be able to have control over the project and that it allows for the vision to be singular. As a result, Glover knows that Lando will be good. The actor previously played the role of Lando Calrissian in 2018 Solo: A Star Wars Story. So he's going to know the character pretty well, and he did a fantastic job as a young Lando. You would think he was a young Billy D. Williams in that movie. Like he had like the mannerisms down pat and everything, right? So
I like
so this is
I like this character. I like him as Lando.
As Lando, yeah. And like I said, like it could be exciting because you can bring in Billy D. Williams to, at the start of the movie and do some voiceover bits, and have Donald Glover doing the flashback bits as Billy D. Williams is telling the story. Which in my mind that seems like the best way to go, right? But
now I'm wondering if they will tie this into like the sequel trilogies of him trying to locate I forgot the character.
Oh, Jana at the end.
Yeah. Who her family is. Maybe tie in somehow or another. Maybe do it like you said, a flashback, but then him continuing the story of his story. So, something to think about. And they said it may be a series.
Yeah, so, they're saying it's a movie now is what they're saying, but yeah, it's definitely causing some confusion when you get one article saying it's not happening, and then another article saying that guy isn't part of the series, so it is still happening.
That's how it is.
And until we get anything official, I'm just assuming it's still happening eventually. We just don't know when. So hopefully they do it soon. It'd be nice if they did it soon.
Yep, exactly. Well, we'll see. Like, time will tell. Who knows?
Time will tell. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So on to my next story. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, set in the New Republic era, promises a fresh take on a galaxy far, far away. So the Skeleton Crew is finally set to premiere December this year. The live-action show, which was inspired by Amblin's movies in the 80s, like The Goonies and E.T., will follow a group of kids lost in the galaxy as they try to make their way back home with the help of the force-sensitive character of Jude Law. So I'm not even going to try to butcher his character's name. Interesting enough, Skeleton Crew will share the same timeline as the so-called Mandoverse. This opens Skeleton Crew up for some interesting cameos, Easter eggs, and potential crossovers. One guest star from The Mandalorian Season 3 is already confirmed to appear the Pirate Vane, and more might be on the way. So I really can't wait to see how they're gonna tie this in with Mando, and how he'll eventually be tied into Mando, be tied into the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
And they have
Yeah.
these Easter eggs and stuff like that. We have Bane that's already confirmed for the show. So I wonder
Yeah,
if
it should be interesting to see,
yeah.
because it's in a time period where it's in the same time period as the Mandoverse, so Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka. So I think we were discussing last week, like it could even be that maybe these kids get stranded. Maybe they're already in the other galaxy where Peridia is, and that's they end up crashing on Peridia, and that's how Ahsoka and Sabine get back to the regular galaxy, because they're kind of out there without a ship right now, right? So if the four kids and Jude Law's character have a ship, and they end up on Peridia somehow, whether they come from the main galaxy over there or they're already in that galaxy and this is where this takes place. Who knows? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But I feel like it's going to connect some stuff.
Yeah. So what's interesting, I read another article about the same thing.
Yeah.
But it was saying that Skeleton Crew is taking place on the first season of The Mandalorian. So that's going to give the kids time to grow up, because it takes place 3 years, and it's not like going at the same time as The Mandalorian as we are right now. So this is 3 years prior. So this is season 1. So season 1 and the Skeleton Crew are the same timeline. So that's I think they did that very smart, that the kids are now older, 2 or 3 years older now. So when they start merging these stories together, the time is going to sync. So I think that's why they did it. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it's all, I guess, if we see Vane in it, because Vane didn't show up until season 3 of The Mandalorian. I guess it could be before that, right? When we see Vane in the Skeleton Crew. So
yeah. So Bane's been doing this thing for a few years already.
Yeah, Patrick said that would be cool, but we know that Nick2 Pirate will be in it as well. That's awesome. He says it's a shame. I'd like to see a Lando story. Billy D. Williams could narrate, and then flashbacks of the young Lando could have been cool. Yeah, I mean, who knows? It could still be happening, right?
Yep.
Just have to wait and see. So yeah, jumping into the next article. So this is, again, Star Wars News Net reported this one. This is about a book that I found interesting. Like, I haven't read a lot of the books, but this one sounds very interesting. Star Wars Reign of the Empire book trilogy revealed. The Mask of Fear by Alexander Freed, coming February 2025. So a new book trilogy, Star Wars Reign of the Empire, has been announced. Drawing inspiration from projects like Andor, the series will follow the earliest days of the rebellion and the political machinations needed to fight the Galactic Empire. The first book, Mask of Fear, will be written by Alphabet Squadron author Alexander Freed and released February 2025. And it will follow the first year of the Empire's reign, which is really cool because I really enjoyed Andor and seeing like the starting of the rebellion and all that stuff. So this is going like before that, the rise of the Empire, the first weeks of the Empire and stuff like that. And you can see the cover. Like, look at the awesome cover here. It's got Mon Mothma in the Senate there. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I think it could be a cool series. So this is the I guess this is the
that's exactly what we need.
More Star Wars, I guess.
More Star Wars politics.
Yeah. Well, also giving some backstory and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a little description there. So before the rebellion, the Empire reigned. In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure society, which was a quote from Chancellor Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith. With one speech and thunderous applause, Chancellor Palpatine brought the era of the Republic crashing down. In its place rose the Galactic Empire. Across the galaxy, people rejoiced and celebrated the end of the war and promises of tomorrow, but that tomorrow was a lie. Instead, the galaxy became twisted by the cruelty and the fear of the Emperor's rule. During that terrifying first year of tyranny, Mon Mothma, Saw Gerrera, and Bail Organa faced the encroaching darkness. One day, they will be three architects of the Rebel Alliance, but first, each must find purpose and direction in a changing galaxy while harboring their own secrets, fears, and hopes for a future that may never come unless they act. So that sounds very awesome. Like I said, like very much like Andor, very political, showing the first the seeds of the Empire, like the early days of the Empire. So it says the second and third chapters of the trilogy will jump ahead in the timeline to critical moments in the rise of the Rebel Alliance, with Random House World's senior editor Tom Holler comparing their approach to that of House of the Dragon Season 1. Holler also says Mask of Fear will tackle Padme's legacy, continuing the Revenge of the Sith deleted scene to help provide context around the story. For those who know, the one particular scene featured an early meeting between Padme, Mon Mothma, or Bail Organa, and others about finding a way to fight back. So this story will kind of tell that story as well and add to that. So that's very cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, imagine if they did some kind of another. And they would never do it because the characters are already getting older. But Bail Organa, Jimmy Smits, and Mon Mothma. But
Yeah,
Mon Mothma still can play Mon Mothma, but Jimmy Smith probably not. But I mean, it'd be kind of interesting if they did another little.
I mean, they could de-age him a little bit.
Or something like that.
Yeah, they could de-age him.
The story's good enough, you know.
Yeah.
This sounds very promising, though. I mean, I don't read a lot of books, and maybe I should spend more time reading.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
definitely.
Very intrigued by it.
Yeah, I like to see Saw Gerrera's style of politics. Saw Gerrera is just an awesome character, man.
Yeah.
Anything, you know, I like to see him in the Andor series, season 2. Kind of cool. And they already confirmed.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah,
I'm excited about seeing Saw and like Orson Krennic, K2SO, and we're gonna get what was Andy Serkis's name in that? The character, the guy who said I can't swim at the end. Like he's coming back. Kino Loy, I think his name was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kino Loy.
So yeah, should be cool.
I wonder if they're gonna be. Wondering if they're gonna make mention of any of those characters on this book. It would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, or maybe in one of the future books, because this is going back to like right after the Revenge of the Sith, right? So maybe in like the second or third book that you could bring in characters from Andor and stuff like that, right? So Patrick said, "Got to jump, fellas. Need to pick Haley up from work. Always good time hanging out." Thanks, Patrick, for hopping on.
Patrick.
And we got Tony. Saw as a murderer. R.I.P. Tech.
Saw as a murderer. He is. He gets things done, though.
a little bit of a radical, right? He does get things done. That's for sure.
All right. So on to my next story here. Okay. So this is a continuation of this on the same story. It's such a long story that I wanted to make its own story here. I mean, my own second part story. So Skeleton Crew faces 2 huge obstacles. All right, so before it was even premiered, Skeleton Crew faces 2 major obstacles. The first of these obstacles is that the child actor's age restricts the show's future. Skeleton Crew's finished filming January 2023. It was originally slated to release that same year, but at the end, it was pushed back by external circumstances and other projects like Ahsoka and the Acolyte. Presumably, filming has taken several months, So if not an entire year. As such, by the time the show finally comes out at the end of the year, the children involved have grown significantly. As a result, a second season of the with the same cast or at least seems highly unlikely unless a major time skip is involved. So, secondly, while understandably Lucasfilms wants to capitalize on the Mandalorian's huge success and use their project to promote the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, placing Skeleton Crew in the same timeline has the potential to make it unnecessarily complicated. The Mandiverse has become its own thing. The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and now presumably Skeleton Crew will all need to be watched to have a full understanding of the galaxy's state during the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. So it may be a lot for the casual viewer to add this upon that same timeline and make it something that you have to watch. So when you watch the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, you have to have all that backstory to it. So maybe that'd be a little too much for the casual viewer. But I mean, I'm down for watching. I'm gonna watch it either way. But I think we're like I mentioned earlier that there was a clarification that that Skeleton Crew is taking place in the Mandalorian season 1. So that time jump is going to happen. So
yeah, and that makes sense, right? Because with the kids growing up so quickly and they're them changing so quickly, right, from year to year, like you need to do that time jump, right? Otherwise, it's not going to make sense, right? So, but that'll help with the story. I think I'm excited for it. Either way, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the two big obstacles, but I mean, it's something that they can work around. So
yeah, I think so. Absolutely. So my last article here, I got an article which again shows an updated list of all the projects that are currently coming out. So this is from the Polygon website. Here's the official slate of upcoming Star Wars movies and TV. The future of a galaxy far, far away. So Star Wars is an interesting place. Multiple movies have been delayed or canceled after the mixed response to the rise of Skywalker and Solo: A Star Wars Story. But yeah, there's at 2023's Star Wars Celebration, Lucasfilm and Disney outlined their plans for the future of Star Wars universe, including updating fans on upcoming projects, a few release dates, and as of January 2024, there was another significant update. So here's the updated as of quite recently, because we have Skeleton Crew coming out on December 3rd, 2024. Andor Season 2 coming in 2025, which I'm really looking forward to, and I know Tony is as well. The Mandalorian and Grogu coming to movie theaters May 22nd, 2026. Ahsoka Season 2. So Lucasfilm and Dave Filoni are also currently developing the second season of Ahsoka, so that's good to hear. And this could lead up to the events of Mando and Grogu movie, so that's coming out at some point, probably in 2025, 2026, possibly before the movie. The untitled Charmin Obeyed Shinoy movie with Rey Skywalker. So that's going to be coming out. This was previously a Damon Lindelof Star Wars movie, but news broke in March 2023 that he was replaced by screenwriter Stephen Knight, and Obeyed Shinoy Miss Marvel is directing. So that's still coming out at some point. The untitled Dave Filoni Star Wars movie is going to be coming out.
Yes.
Still. The untitled James Mangold First Jedi, Jedi Prime, whatever you want to call it, that movie's going to be still coming out at some point. There's still an untitled Taika Waititi Star Wars movie, which that's interesting. That could be interesting. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't want to know how I feel about that.
he said he doesn't want to rush shit, but this was not included in the 2024 announcement of Disney upcoming Star Wars movies. So he hasn't worked on it lately. Lando. So that's still coming, according to this article as well.
Okay.
And then Sean Levy's Star Wars movie, which Sean Levy just did Deadpool and Wolverine, which if you haven't seen that, that's have you seen that one yet? Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine?
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite Marvel movie now, and it's definitely the best of the three Deadpool movies in my opinion. But yeah, no, Sean Levy's a great director. He directed Deadpool and Wolverine, Free Guy, The Atom Project, which were all fantastic. So I'm excited to see what he can do in the Star Wars universe. But those are the all the official ones that are still coming out at some point. So not as an extensive list as we talked about before, where it still had Ryan Johnson's trilogy on there and some other projects. But these are ones that are still actually happening. So what are your thoughts on these ones that are actually happening, and which ones are you looking forward to the most?
Well, the one
I know for me, Andor season 2 is the one I'm looking forward to the most right now, as far as the TV series, and then I think the movie. I'm really actually looking forward to see what Charmin Obaid-Chinoy does with Rey, because that could bring in like Grogu training with Rey and Cal Kestis possibly, if he's still alive. That can bring in all these people. So it's a good list of movies and stuff. And as I mentioned, Sean Levy, that could be interesting to see what he does. But yeah, what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, of course, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and then you keep scrolling down. That was of course, Ahsoka season 2. There was the James Mangold. Is that the Jedi Prime?
Yeah, that's the first Jedi. The story of the first Jedi. Yeah, so that could be cool as well.
Yeah, that one definitely. I want to watch that one. Yeah, that's the ones that I want are still up there. So that's awesome. Now this untitled Taika Waititi movie.
Yeah, I don't know, because he directed.
Comedy, man.
Yeah, because he did Thor: Love and Thunder, and then before that he did Thor: Ragnarok, and Thor: Ragnarok was fantastic. Thor: Love and Thunder I think it missed the target, So
yeah,
I don't know.
No, the ones that I want for them still to go is still there. They're still up there, so I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I wish they would just revise and take that Taika Waititi movie out. But I mean, he's a good director. It's just his style doesn't.
Yeah.
For me,
we'll have to wait and see.
Star Wars, doesn't mesh well for me. Star Wars.
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, exactly. All right, my last story for the day. We got some information from D23 and updated information, because I'm not sure if it's going to show on this story or not. I think it does. So the schedule is announced by Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm has announced the schedule for Star Wars content at D23 2024 and promises that its panel would include exclusive new content. D23 24 is set this weekend, taking place in Anaheim, California from August 9th through 11th. Quite a bit of information typically comes out of D23. There could be announcements for Star Wars movies, TV shows, and for the first day, actually, we have all 3 days here, information on the schedule. So let me go off to so I got some information that was just for the Friday, because at that time it was just Friday's information. So we got Saturday and Sunday's information now. So we have the schedule for Friday. We have ILM Stagecraft, a Galaxy Information, 10 a.m. And 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, 12 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Creatures and Droids with Legacy Effects, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, Nubs Meet and Greet. I'm assuming for the kids, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Disney Entertainment Showcase, 7 p.m. at night Pacific Time, 12 a.m. Eastern Time. And then we have Saturday's schedule. It's a little bit similar. ILM Stagecraft, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Doug Chang designing with Stagecraft, 12 p.m. noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Creatures and Droids, Legacy Effect, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. A look back of Star Wars: The Acolytes with Manny Jacinto. That's gonna be kind of cool. 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Sundays we have the schedule: ILM Stagecraft, Galaxy Information, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. A conversation with Lucasfilm Animation. I think that would be awesome to go check that stage out. 12
That'd be
p.m.
cool.
Yeah. 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Creatures and Droids with Legacy Effect, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Star Wars Young Jedi Nubs Meet and Greet, 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the last one will be the finale, Disney Legacy, Disney Legends Award ceremonies, 5 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So that wraps up that Sundays. And then it says Sunday's unique event will offer a chance to meet some of the creators of Lucasfilm Animation, including the actors who voice Harrison Dilla in Star Wars Rebels. So that'd be kind of cool if anybody's going. That's the schedule for it. So you guys can check out the link below. You guys can stay up to date with the schedule. I think that's pretty cool. Also, having Manny Jacinto. Also, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I like that. And who knows? We could get a trailer for the Skeleton Crew that comes out this weekend, right?
Yeah, some more details on that.
Yeah, maybe we'll get more details on some of the movies and the shows that are coming out. Maybe we'll get official word on the Lando movie or series.
So we should have a lot of good information next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday we should have a lot to talk about. So, but I'm hoping for a trailer. I'm really hoping for a trailer for the Acolyte, or not for the Acolyte, for the Skeleton Crew, right? And who knows? Like, am I wrong, or did we not get a what was the behind the scenes series on Disney Plus where they did it for the Mandalorian, and I think they did it for the Book of Boba Fett already as well.
I don't remember
the name of the series.
Yeah,
you know which one I'm talking about, right? The where they show behind the scenes. Something? I'm just gonna look it up right now. I'm just because I feel like they didn't do one for Ahsoka yet.
No,
behind the scenes, right? And same for the Acolyte. Like, we didn't get well, I mean, that could be coming later on.
Yeah, they probably want
gallery, Disney gallery, right? Because we got one for Book of Boba, we got one for Mando season 1 and 2. I think that's it. Is that all we got?
We didn't get one for the Kenobi series.
Yeah, I thought we did. I thought we did, didn't we? We got one for the. Yeah.
I thought we did, but.
Yeah, I believe we did. I thought we did too. But we didn't get one for Andor yet either. Right? Oh, it was just it wasn't a gallery thing. It was Obi-Wan Kenobi: A Jedi's Return. So it was a similar thing, but like we haven't got the behind the scenes for Andor. We haven't gotten behind the scenes for Ahsoka yet, which or like I said, the Acolyte. I like the behind the scenes stuff because you really do learn a lot from them making the series and stuff like that. So I do like the behind the scenes stuff. So maybe we'll get announcements like that.
It gives you more information on the locations, the stuff that they had to deal with to film at certain locations. I agree. Props.
But I'm really fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that we get a trailer for Skeleton Crew because we got the photos, we got the official release date now. Just waiting for a trailer.
Didn't they get a trailer like last year, but it wasn't released or something?
At G23?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, they got one at Celebration. Yeah. So
Celebration, yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars Celebration. They got to see the trailer. So
I said, why don't they just release that one? Just give it up already.
yeah, right. I mean, usually they change like a couple things in the trailer. They don't. It's not like the exact same trailer that they released to the public. So, but yeah, hopefully we get some sort of trailer for the for Skeleton Crew. Hopefully,
Most definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that does it for this week's episode of Rebel Rewind. Let us know in the comments if you're watching on the replay. Let us know in the comments what you think of all these news and rumors, all the articles we went through. And like I said, the articles are linked down below. So if you want to check those out for yourselves, you can do so. And next week, yeah, we should have a lot to talk about next week after D23.
Yep.
So
I'm jealous for those who's going to D23.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you guys go, awesome. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, that does it for us this week. We'll see you all next week when we talk some more Star Wars. Yeah, we'll see you next week. May the Force be with you all.